Hello people. How's y'all going? Hold on. I feel though I'm sitting a wee bit squint, and it's not really me. It's the camera. Is that better? Right. Cool. Alright. Been a while. Been a week. Been less than a week. Been busy. Been at work. Excuse me while I join up with the rest of the broadcasters in this country. Got to keep up appearances and all that. So excuse my product placement. The soup in there is tomato soup, the vlogger's favourite. That's my little product placement. Okay, that keeps me going. And keeps me going. I'm quite fuck. Well, seeing it's live, I've even got Roadrunner in the living room. Nah, it's my phone. See? What can you say? Who is it? Sophie's mum? Ah. Sophie is now eating noodles and toast. What can you say? Going there today. I need to pop along to Sainsbury's. Not a product placement because I couldn't get a Sainsbury's store on my flat. I need to go and pick her up a red nose for Comic Relief. So, how are you, Facebookers and my fellow followers on Twitter? Twitter. Hi. Gagging for a couple. I'm actually gagging. Product placement again. See the big P? Actually gagging for this now. Bit thirsty. Right. Okay. What am I going to blather about? What am I going to rant about? What am I going to rave about? There's lots of stuff. Last night the mind was just like, I should take a pen and paper to bed with me. No, nothing kinky. No, because I get these ideas, and I was like, oh, that could do a vlog. But one of today's topics was, it kind of dawned on me after speaking to one of my work colleagues the other night at work, and I turned around and said, hey, that's a good vlog point. Yeah, I'm going to make that into a vlog, Joyce, I said. So, a little bit of inspiration there from Joyce. Thank you. What was it? Oh yeah, alright. Charities. We love them or we hate them, don't we? Yeah. Comic Relief time. Which is a good charity. How long has Comic Relief been going around for? 10 years maybe? Don't know. Longer, maybe less, I can't actually remember. I know it was Lenny Henry that launched it all. Right, what have I got to say about Comic Relief? Comic Relief's very, very good, and it's very, very, very sad that the state of Africa and other places that it supports. But what got me thinking was, if Comic Relief was going on for so long, say 10 years for example, maybe more, maybe less, why hasn't things actually improved over the years for said Africa? I understand that Comic Relief is every 2 years, but always seems to be the same problems that Africa has. It's like, does Comic Relief obviously relieve the suffering that is over there just now for maybe a year or 6 months, and then the second year Comic Relief is done all over again, which kind of defeats the purpose, I think. It's like keeping the African people affected by such tragedy head above water, if you get what I mean. That's if I'm right. I don't know. I've been watching Comic Relief the last, maybe say 5 years, and it does seem to be the little things that they need, like say water, fresh water, jabs, tent or whatever, but always seems to be the same kind of stuff. And that got me thinking, charities in general, okay, charities are good, but I get annoyed at charities. I get annoyed at the fact that the British government are quite bloody happy to sit back and let charities do their work for them. On the other hand, the Prime Minister had said last night on BBC, on live show, on the One Show, that Britain, he is increasing the overseas charity allowances from whatever, say £5 to £8 or something like that. This also kind of annoys me because, to coin a phrase, charity begins at home, right? Of course it does. So why does Britain have to send money overseas to no matter what country to give to charities? Is it to make the British government look good? But I will say one thing, okay, I'm sure there's other countries in the West that do that, giving a helping hand, you could say. I think it's a lot better than what the flaming United Nations are doing or have done. You know my opinion on the United Nations, don't you? Yeah, bunch of waste, of complete, utter wankers. People are dying, still dying in Libya. Yeah, I'll probably get on about Libya yet again. But anyway, getting back to comic relief. I really don't see a progress there over the years. It just seems that it's like a stuck record, keeps going round and round and round. So, I don't know what can be done about it. You know, just a little observation of mine. Right, royal wedding. Personally, I don't give a fuck. I don't. Wills and Kate, or whatever she's called, Sophie? No, not my niece Sophie. Sophie, don't you dare. Royal wedding. What I see is ka-ching, cash registers especially throughout England and maybe even St Andrews here in Scotland, coining it in, raking it in for a royal wedding. This is 2011. I am not a royalist. I'm not a big fan of the royals. The only royal that I really loved and appreciated was Princess Diana, and I think she was the best, and I really miss her. Why? Because she was down to earth. And I'm just beginning to wonder if Will's little fiancé is trying to fill that gap a little bit. Call me suspicious, whatever. But anyway, I see the royal wedding as a rip-off, right? We're going about charities. It's going to be broadcast throughout the world, no doubt, courtesy of the British broadcasters. So that's going to rake in a lot of money. So where is this money actually going to go in? The TV companies have got to pay either the royal family or whatever. I would like to see that fee being distributed to the charities that are in this country first before it goes elsewhere. That's what I would like to see. It may do, but people have got to be paid for such and such. But do you know how a fee for a royal wedding would cost? Just for one broadcaster? Certainly the royal family don't need the fee money. Alright, they're supposed to be cutting back as well, just like the rest of us. But they're still living pretty luxurious lives, aren't they? It's a rip-off. Now you're getting all the hotels in England, round about London, in London, coming up with these great ideas. Royal wedding lunch, royal wedding dinner. 2 nights, a minimum of 2 nights stay. You've got to stay for a minimum. And they're obviously hiking up the bloody prices. 1, that's getting on the bloody bandwagon. 2, done that in America, hiked up the gas prices because of the shortage. These people who had done that were arrested and taken to court. Total rip-off. That's all it is. Royal family, what is it? My opinion, royal family? Figureheads. They bring the income into Britain. That's all they are. They haven't got any power. The Queen or the future king can't walk into Parliament and say, I want this to be a law, it will be a law. It doesn't work like that anymore. Maybe in the medieval times, yes it did, but not now. Britain is governed by a government and not the royal family. Total rip-off. That's what I think. Yes, product placement time there again. I do. No, I've never really been a royalist. Definitely not. I can't turn around and say I dislike Wills, and I don't. I'm sure he's a nice enough chap. But I just don't do royals. Pardon the pun. I don't. I'm not a royalist. I'm all for a free government, the right to a democratic or even democratic state. No, not a fan of the royals. But everybody's getting so busy jumping on the bandwagon to make money. And I think people, and it includes everybody, should be having to pay a certain tax, so as the poorer British, worse off British people can get something from the royal wedding. That's how I would organise it. Don't know about you, but that's how I would organise it. Back to charities. Charities are difficult for me because I have this saying. I was going to say I have this problem, but it's not really a problem. I think governments should do more for the needy, especially their own people in their own country, i.e. Britain, England, Wales, Scotland, whatever way you want to look at it. But no, the government is quite happy letting all these charities do all the work. Help for Heroes, that's very, very popular just now. Alright, these young lads sign up for the army, and then you've got Afghanistan, Iraq and all the rest of it. These guys get injured, lose limbs, multiple limbs, so they're having to rely on charity. Well, excuse me, but fuck me, but I am not going to fight for this fucking country. Nah. They do get some compensation, but it's probably not as much, or it's not budgeted as it should be. So they've got to rely on charities. Sorry, I disagree with it. And I think the longer the charities are there, the longer the charities are going to sit back and let the government just say, oh well, such and such will do this. This charity will take care of that. While it should be the government's responsibility, especially to look after their own bloody soldiers. It's politicians that start wars. It's as simple as that. It's not charities. It's politicians. Simple. Right, that's me. I'm going to have to shoot off. Need to go and get a red nose for Sophie. Going to spend the day there. I'm going to upload this later on today, maybe even tonight. Hope it's not been too long. But thanks again, thanks for watching. Hi everybody I know. And Sophie, I'm coming to get you! Oh, how do you turn this off? I keep forgetting.